Hey everybody. So, this is the group that combined wolf packs getting ready to move back to Alaska. Do you still remember Alaskan Bush People? It was one of the most popular reality TV series that redefined how viewers saw unscripted television. Ever wondered what has become of the cast since the show took a break and never returned to your screens? Wonder no more. Buckle up, because we're about to uncover the mysteries surrounding Alaskan Bush People, cast members who are either no longer with us or have had brushes with the law. Alaskan Bush People is an American docudrama-style reality television series that thrilled audiences by following the unpredictable lives of the Brown family as they struggled to survive in the remote wilderness. The series premiered on Discovery Channel on May 6, 2014, and quickly gained global popularity, prompting the production of multiple seasons. The show revolves around a family of 9 who voluntarily left behind a comfortable lifestyle to become wilderness survivalists, relying solely on each other to live in extreme conditions. The family's shelter was a single hand-built room, far from the comforts they once knew. They depended on the men to hunt or fish for protein, while the rest of the family foraged for berries, mushrooms, and edible plants. When resources ran low, matriarch Amy Brown would make supply runs, but only twice a month. If they ran out of food before then, they had no choice but to fend for themselves. The suspense of each episode kept fans hooked until the show suddenly came to a halt. Rumors swirled about behind-the-scenes issues, and fans were left wondering if the show would ever return. While hopes for a revival faded, people began to focus instead on what had become of the Brown family members. Let's take a closer look at the lives of the cast, some who tragically passed away and others who faced legal trouble. Billy Brown. We begin with the family's patriarch, Billy Brown. Born on December 3, 1952 in Fort Worth, Texas, Billy grew up in a comfortable upper-middle-class neighborhood. His life took a tragic turn at 16 when his parents and sister died in a plane crash. Soon after, he was legally emancipated, relinquishing his claim to the family fortune. Billy drifted for years, eventually becoming a commercial fisherman in the North Pacific. There, he met Amy, and together they had 7 children: Matt, Joshua, Bam Bam, Bear, Gabe, Noah, Snowbird, and Rain. Billy led his family into the Alaskan wilderness, determined to live off the grid. He became the heart and soul of the show, appearing in all 12 seasons. However, in 2019, Billy began to suffer from serious breathing issues, later revealed to be caused by heart problems. Despite medical advice to leave the mountains, Billy insisted on staying. He famously told his family that he would rather die on the land he loved than live elsewhere. Tragically, on February 7, 2021, Billy passed away at age 68 after suffering a seizure. His death was a heavy blow to his family and fans around the world. The family paid tribute to his legacy in season 13, vowing to carry on his dream. Amber Branson. Next is Amber Nicole Branson, born February 8, 1976, in Wichita Falls, Texas. A kind, generous woman admired by many, Amber appeared in a few early episodes of Alaskan Bush People. She married Sean Austin and had 2 sons, Braden and Jace, but the marriage ended in separation. Sadly, Amber struggled with mental health issues and eventually turned to substance use. Though she tried to overcome it, she relapsed. Amber's story ended in tragedy. In a distressing incident, she set fire to her home in Hudson Oaks, Texas, sustaining burns over 90% of her body. She reportedly told police the act was a faith test. She was rushed to a Dallas hospital but succumbed to her injuries on May 1, 2020. After being taken off life support, her death deeply affected the Brown family, particularly Amy, who was her aunt. Despite their grief, the cast carried on, preserving her memory. Bear Brown, whose real name is Solomon Isaiah Freedom Brown, was born June 10, 1987. Third son of Billy and Amy, he was the first Brown child raised in Alaska. Though skeptical at first, Bear grew to love wilderness life, mastering skills like hunting, fishing, and building shelters. Known as the King of Extreme, Bear became a fan favorite with his boundless energy and love for nature. In 2018, Bear met Raven Adams at his brother Noah's wedding. It was love at first sight, and their relationship flourished. However, things took a dark turn in March 2022 when Bear was arrested for 4th-degree domestic violence assault. He spent a weekend in Okanagan County Jail but was released without bond. Authorities confirmed he had no substances in his system and did not strangle or choke. Raven Bear later accepted a plea deal and since then has tried to lead a quieter life as a father, staying out of the spotlight while waiting to see if the show would return. Joshua Bam Bam Brown, Joshua Brown, better known as Bam Bam, was born September 18, 1984, making him the second oldest of the Brown children. Calm and thoughtful, Bam Bam was always more interested in technology and learning than the rugged lifestyle. Nevertheless, he became a key figure in Alaskan Bush People, often solving problems with practical and technological solutions. His analytical mindset made him indispensable during the family's survival challenges, whether it was building shelters or fixing machinery. Viewers admired his intellect and quiet strength. In 2016, he began dating Allison Kagan, a former producer of the show. Their relationship led him to spend time away from the family in the series. Although his appearances on Alaskan Bush People decreased, Bam Bam stayed active on social media, giving fans glimpses into his life and personal projects, while he avoided major scandals. Some fans questioned his authenticity due to his departure from the family lifestyle. The controversy surrounding the Alaskan Bush People series began back in 2014 when the Brown family faced serious legal trouble. Billy, Amy, and 4 of their children were charged with 60 counts related to fraud and theft. These charges stemmed from them falsely claiming they lived in Alaska from 2011 to 2013, allowing them to receive benefits from the Alaska Permanent Fund. The deception was uncovered, and the family had to face the legal consequences. As part of a plea deal, Billy and his son Joshua both pled guilty to 1 misdemeanor count of second-degree, unsworn falsification. This plea brought an end to the case, though the situation raised doubts about how long the family had actually lived in Alaska. Billy and Joshua were sentenced to 30 days in jail for lying on their dividend applications. Billy had to return $7,956 in improperly obtained dividends and pay a $10,000 fine, while Joshua was ordered to pay back $1,174 and a $2,000 fine. Both were required to complete 40 hours of community service and were permanently barred from applying for the dividend again. Though it was a tough period for the father and son, they weathered the storm and remained legally compliant afterward. Rain's controversies began when she joined TikTok in January 2023. Her account was briefly banned after the platform mistakenly believed she was impersonating someone. She managed to recover it by verifying her identity. This episode marked the beginning of her public scrutiny. Soon after, rumors swirled about her being married or engaged after fans noticed a ring in her Instagram photos. These speculations fizzled out, but not before stirring public curiosity. In 2024, Rain revealed she was in a relationship with Josiah Lawton, whom she met while working at a restaurant. She was a waitress, and he was the head chef. She praised him as her protector and soulmate in a heartfelt Instagram post in January 2024. By January 2025, the couple got married. Unfortunately, their marriage soon came under the spotlight for the wrong reasons. In a shocking development, Rain and Josiah were arrested for allegedly stealing $75,000 in cash, guns, and other valuables from Josiah's uncle, Jason Aist, in Okanagan, Washington. Jason claimed that Josiah, who had helped him store those items during a divorce, was the only one who knew their exact location. He also stated that video footage showed both Rain and Josiah on his property, and that authorities allegedly saw Josiah with guns and wine that matched the stolen items. Rain was additionally charged with second-degree criminal trespass. Both were booked into Okanagan County Jail and spent 3 days in custody before being released without bail. They pleaded not guilty and are awaiting a court date. Despite these setbacks, the Brown family remains a significant part of reality TV history. Whether or not the show ever returns, its legacy is complicated by both admiration and controversy. Only time will tell if the Alaskan Bush People can reclaim their place in the public eye. What are your thoughts on the series? Do you think they could make a comeback? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, before you go, check out the other videos on your screen.